Is it working now? Dear God, why is this happening? Well, it's working now, because I can hear myself. Okay, good. Oh! It was working just fine. What did I do? I don't even know. Oh, hey. I forgot I had this. I am so sorry. This is kind of cute. Does it need to be cream? Or does it need to be white? This looks like it should be creamy. This looks cute. I thought I had this. I think I have enough of this too. Put some of this around the yolk. Sorry about that. Come back! I have this gray, but it needs to be washed. Oh. Wow, I have a ton of these black roses. Oh, neat! I forgot I had this! Check that out. I have 14 yards of this. Black, floral. Ooh, that might look cute. Well, that definitely means that I'll be needing some black then. So that's fun. Found that. Hello, Mint! Ah, were you here with the whole debacle with the audio again? Apparently there's like new settings on Streamlabs after they updated, so I had to make a separate audio capture device. Ah, it's so frustrating! Oh gosh, thank you! I think I lost the few people that were here. Nyang, for instance, was here, said no audio, and then I think they left. So I'm sorry! I'm so sorry. Look what I found, though. I found 14 yards of this stuff. Woo! It's floral. It's black, like Venice lace. Now, can you see how pretty it is? There it is. Yay! I have that. Oh, I was so mad at myself. What else do I have in here? Look at all this lace that I've got. Jesus. Ooh, I've got this gold stuff. I haven't like figured out a use for it yet, but I thought it would be fun to make something to put on it. To put it on, rather. This creamy stuff. I have like pieces left over. I'm trying to figure out what to put around the yoke of this dress. I put together the sleeves a little bit, so I closed them up. I need to serge the inside, but I'm not going to serge the rest of the inside because it's going to be fully lined, so it doesn't need it. Mom, I have this brown. I think I dyed this brown like a while ago. It's like ribbons. It's very soft. And I put all of my lace sources on the Discord so you see where I get this stuff. Wow, I've got a ton of this. And I buy all the lace in bulk, except this stuff. I do not buy Rochelle. This is left over from some Joanne's purchase. Whew. Yeah. Oh, hey! So Shaw is a new member on my Discord channel. And they're talking at me saying they're a big fan and they've been following my work since 2012. That is so sweet! Oh my god! Well, come join! If you're watching the Twitch stream, hello. And if not, come over. Which you wouldn't know that because you wouldn't be watching, so. Awesome though, that's so sweet. I am not putting lining in the sleeves. The sleeves are not going to be lined. They don't need to be lined. I like to keep the sleeves light. And before my audio thing was happening and I figured out how to fix it, I was talking about how to finish a full lining around the armhole without having the sleeves lined themselves, because there's a way to do it. And it's a little trick I learned. Okay, I do have a lot of this gold. That's kind of cool. Put like around the bottom hem. That'd be cute. It's just like a mesh with some sparkles on it. It's a stretch mesh, but it's a tricot, I think, so it's not going to unravel. And if I wonder if I could cut strips of this and put like a little ruffle around the hem of the lining so that it kind of has this little underlayer effect, kind of like what I've got on this dress. See how it's attached underneath? And this is overlaid to that. I wonder if I could do that with this mesh lace and the bottom hem. Here, I'll share the, just in case. There. Hello. Yeah, that might be cute. I don't want to be too ostentatious with this dress because I wanted to keep it a little bit low key. So in lieu of like having a ruffle monster or a lace monster, I could just have like a subtle ruffle of this mesh hem, which I've been wanting to use for a while now. Like, you know how you hoard stuff? You like buy fabric or lace and you just kind of keep it telling yourself you're gonna use that one day. And that's what I did with this. I'm like, yeah, I need 2 yards of this because I could use it for something. I don't know what yet, but it'll be something. So I will keep that out. And I'll put this back. So much lace, oh my god. Okay, and we're gonna keep that black beneath. It is kind of a problem. I'm just gonna put this down for now. I'm not gonna put it back up on the shelf because I might need it again for all I know. Who knows? Yeah. Right. Here we go. So, I don't know. I guess that sort of means I'll leave the front panel a little bit unadorned.
Next up, we have our COTW takeover.
So this is the lining. These are the back pieces.
Yo, what's up? This is Sullivan King.
Sleeves.
You're listening to Call of the Wild. If you would grab it,
Yo, this
These
is
are my
Griffiths,
trims
and you
that
are
I've
listening to the
decided
craziest
on.
takeover
That was
of
fast.
Monster Cat Call of the Wild.
And
Thank you
then
so
let's
much for
see.
tuning in.
We're
We're
gonna
so
put in
excited
the
to play you
pockets.
some of our favorite tracks. Vanna Black, my boy's 35.
Huh.
This EP called
This
Vanna Black.
guy.
This is the title
Oh
track
yeah.
off of that EP.
That's right. I have
Made
it
this
here.
back in 2017, my first official release with Monster Cat, and it goes so hard live. Hope you all love it.
Ooh. I think I need to put buttons on this. It's gonna be like faux buttons. I'm not putting a facing in this, I realize, and I already cut out the lining, so that's fine. Ooh, let's choose some buttons! What do I have for buttons? Buttons! What do I have? I could be fancy and make my own buttons. Might require some hot glue, but in lieu of that, what do I have here? See, I could make covered buttons. I feel like I'm missing buttons. Huh. Oh, that's because they're here. Let's see. I do have these really cute little cream colored. I have these white. Do I have any purple ones? Oh, I do have purple ones. So I have purple. I have these black roses and black hearts. That would be cute. How fancy do I want to get? Because I got these and I have these too.
Fun fact about the Peg Boyfriends. It was my first time meeting them in Los Angeles.
Silver.
I tried to make a good impression. And
Little, or
one of
some
them
gold.
sat on one of my bar stools.
These guys.
And it just
Alright.
exploded into 1,000 pieces. So
I think those are some pretty good options here. Can you guys
anyway,
see this okay?
here's all alone.
Let's see if we can get a better close-up. Is it going to do the same thing? I might have to fix the audio. Give me a sec. Aha! I did it! Okay. Now, I know I have so many buttons. Let's bring these over here. I do have some fancy sparkly ones. Some little heart shape, like with the kind of a relief of. These are pretty cute though. I have these. Oh, you know what? I think we might have a winner here. Hang on, let me get this out of the way so you can see that it's going to be this neckline. Do you see that all right? We've got these heart-shaped purple buttons. Oh my gosh. That might be pretty cute. Now I also have these rose buttons. You can put like 3 of them there.
precursor to the music I'm making now.
It is pretty
Almost
bright,
an
isn't it?
alternative pop with an electronic edge. Also, some of my favorite lyrics live here. This is Make You Mine on Monster Cat, Call of the Wild.
I've seen and done it all before. When I touch you, I need more. Breathe your air and make it mine.
There we go. Is that okay?
That gets me high.
Hello, Annie Fox! Welcome! So, I was playing with these. I had these really cute purple ones. I had these that are a little bit sparkly.
Every fucking time, and
Let's see here. Not sure about these white colored shank buttons. What else did I have? I have black ones. I have these cream ones. Yeah, I don't know about that neutral color. I really like the purple ones too. I think those might be the winner. I have so many options though, I haven't gone through all of them yet. I've got these little black heart-shaped ones. Something like that. Yeah, I think it needs to have a dark color to contrast with the white yolk. Just to play around with this. I've had these for a while. I haven't really figured out a use for them. But they're little like gold. Nah, I'm not feeling that though. You thinking the black or?
this one is called
I don't know, those purple ones were pretty cute.
One of my favorite ones that we did together. Super brutal, super awesome to play out. Nothing but just drums and guitars and bass. Everything that everyone expects of Dirty Phonics and myself. I hope you don't die.
Yeah, I like these purple ones, I think. Alright. I think I've decided. I'm not going to do it all the way. I think 3 buttons is fine. We can probably put like a little ribbon, little bow down there. Okay. Well, that settles that. So we'll come back up here. Hello. Is it working? Yeah, okay, we're good. All right, guys. You guys excited? I'm so excited for the blouse pattern. I'm really looking forward to it. We did the placket yesterday. So if you weren't here yesterday, if you want to see it, it's going to be archived for 14 days. So you can do that. Okay, we're keeping these. We're going to put these back.
Get Out is one of my favorite songs off Better With Time. I love the
Alright.
energy that
I've got to stuff all of these back into the
also recorded
little drawer
live
that I
on this
have.
created what might be one of my favorite endings of all time.
So many
Listen
buttons.
all the way through. This is Get Out.
Just so many. Right. So I'll worry about putting these on when I'm ready. Won't be after a while. So what did I want to do? Oh, remembered that I have to cut the back panel of my skirt for this dress in half because the zipper goes down the center back. Fun fact. So that's for the lining and for the shell. These are the skirts for the lining. So yeah, I was thinking of taking this once I attach it here. And maybe putting like a line of this this lace that I got. I have 14 yards of this lace. So exciting, look at this. So if you're new to the party, all of the lace resources are posted on the Discord channel. Yeah, we're gonna keep this pretty low key. Just a little bit. Because the option is that you could put a line of ruffles all the way around this yoke, and then also put down some Venice lace. But I kind of want to wear this without being too conspicuous, although it's still going to be pretty unique. So I'm not going to put ruffles, I'm just going to attach this. Now, let's get our ironing out with my new thingamajiggy that I got. Ow! Oh my nose. This guy. I did a stay stitch all the way around, so it's just got a little bit of tension, so I was going to press it out before I attached it to my center front piece. There's that. Should have seen it when we were doing the pin tucks on that thing. Using a pin tuck foot. Alright. I'm not going to burn myself again. Holy crap. Yeah, I still have evidence of this happening. Terrible. Terrible thing because I'm a dunce. Anyway. Yes, I do believe that's going to be fine. Now, do we have our notches?
This is more of
I don't think we have our notches.
Something a little different from Dirty Phonics and myself. But definitely proud of this one. We got in the studio one night and just started.
Oh, your pin tuck foot?
Vocal ideas and some acoustic guitars. Very different from the metal madness that basically just is.
Yes, the yoke has 2 layers.
But definitely think you guys
Since I wanted it to be, I didn't want it to have black showing through. So when this is coming out like this, it's gonna be shown like this. And we're gonna have a double layer of white. Oh, I could choose to put like a little faux placket right in the center of this before I sew it onto the center front. I might do that. Let's see, where is my remnant fabric? This is a cuff. I'm not going to cut that. I have some here. Let's see, what do I need? I could just make a tube. Make it Like, really, where did I... It's amazing that I even managed to find anything on this table. Sometimes I have it cleaned off, and sometimes it's like now. Black. I wish I had my pink one, but okay. We're gonna do... We'll straighten this out. Oh, and how long does it need to be? Let's see. Whoops, this way. 7 and 3/8. 7 and 3/8. So we're gonna make a straight line here, here. We're gonna make it 1.25 inches.
I love my cloud because it's a combination of everything I love. I got to be wordy with the rap sections, bluesy with the vocal sections. Oh, and Shaquille O'Neal cradled me like a baby in the music video. So there's that.
Also means that I'll need to... Oh, that's right. It's sitting on here. I wonder if I should put this in a safe place. Maybe that's safe. Is that safe? Yeah, that's safe. Okay. Don't let me forget I put the buttons there. Because you know that I will. Well, this means that I'll have to use something with white thread on it, and I think my industrial is set up for that. So I can just really quick use my industrial machine to close this tube up. See, working with inches, how precise can you be? Maybe it's a stupid question coming from someone who uses the metric system. I mean, sometimes the difference is 1 or 2 millimeters. I don't know with inches. I use both. I think we did talk about, I tried to use both because, yeah, sometimes you can be more accurate when you have millimeters, which are a smaller increment and easier to read than sixteenths. So, sixteenths or 30 seconds. Like, what does that even mean? 16s, 30 seconds? Why can't we just do everything in tens? It's so much easier. Yeah, Western patterns just have measurements in English or imperial, and so I have to be versatile. I just have to be able to do both. I have to teach my class that I have on Mondays. I have to teach that in imperial or English. And I did mention to them that I also use metric, which of course the head of the department who was teaching the class with me at the time just made a joke about it. Like, don't tell them of your conversions or conventions, and I'm just like, okay. But metric is useful.
I hope you enjoy this one from 2018. This is all fight back.
This is right sides together. Let me set up my machine. Oh, I got so many wires going on over here. Eventually I'll have to finish this Catbug cosplay. Eventually.
Savoy sent me about 3 instrumentals when we started talking about working together, and they've always done this live electronic thing that I really related with, and I knew I wanted to work with them. As soon as I heard the instrumental for Contemplate, it took about 3 seconds for the melody to hit me. Lyrics and all happened instantly.
Probably in my
That always means
toolbox.
something. I love it. If you've been in a Forever 21 the past couple of years, you've probably heard this song. Anyway, Contemplate.
Oh, goodness gracious. Oh. I'm so sneezy. We're gonna turn this out. See how well I do with the loop turner. Bad?
Way Too Deep hits home for me. I've always been really personal in my music, but I try and keep it vague enough so that you can relate to it.
Okay.
This one really washes over you, and it was a
Now we
big
have to
step
iron
for me
this.
musically.
Make sure it is straight on the seams. Top. I'm rolling it so that the seam kind of stretches out on one side. I'm pushing it out. Now I did try to make like a small seam allowance on this on the placket, so it should be just on the inside like this. Oh, and of course you know what that means. I need to place this down. This thing is amazing. The pad that I have. I think so. I think it's pretty amazing. Alright, one more time. Stitch this down. Alright. Stitch that down close to the edge so it has a very fine edge on it, and now it has a faux placket on it. And I put my buttons in here, so I'm not going to take them out until I absolutely need them. How has my day been so far? It's been really pretty cool. I mean, I got to play some Destiny, so that was fun. Just realized I probably should press this down too. I keep putting this away. It's okay, it's not a big deal. I usually try to relax as much as I can in the mornings so that I don't overwhelm myself and I get ready for the day. Let's get some snips in here. So I'm gonna ease this, since I did this yesterday, the curves on the side panels. We're gonna ease the curved seam by doing some snipping. Just a little bit here and there. I'm not going to the seam line. I'm just staying a little bit away from it, giving it just enough ease so that when it curves outward, it's not stretching it. There we go.
Thank you so much for tuning in to Call the Wild. I hope you
Got a
enjoyed
little
the
pucker
music.
here, but since it's
Thank you
lining,
so
I don't
much
care
for
that
welcoming
much,
me into
so
this
it's
great
okay.
community. Years ago and still to this day.
Thank you guys for listening to this episode of Call of the Wild. My name is Sultan King.
Pull this part.
Here with Grabbits. New song, Crazy As You, out now on Monster Cat. Hope you all love it.
You're
Hope
gonna
you
play
enjoy the
Overwatch?
episode.
That's
I
awesome!
love you.
Yeah, my boyfriend wanted me to get into Destiny for the longest time, and we finally set up his Xbox so that I can do it. And did the family sharing so I have access to all his DLCs. I got the little spark of light thing that makes me level 25. And it's been pretty fun. It's kind of, it's out of my comfort zone for sure. I don't play games like that usually, so I'm trying to get used to the idea of playing like FPS. I suck at FPSs. I think I wanted to make sure that this seam is going down. Should probably snip this too, but not too much. Just enough. There we go. I got to meet people online. I've never played online with people with an FPS like that before. I've only seen like videos of people playing that way. So my first time, I'm like paired up with somebody randomly, and I have no idea what I was getting into, but I had a good time. They were very nice. I hear all sorts of like horror stories of players being mean to each other, so I was intimidated by that idea, But I got paired with somebody who, he was a kid actually, he was a teenager, and he just seemed nice. And that's nice. Nice big difference. When somebody is gracious and treating you with patience because you're new to this sort of thing.
We hope you enjoyed the show. I'm glad to have shared with you some insights.
Yeah, and they
into my
were
favorite
local
tracks
too, which was
on
hilarious.
Monster Cat.
We found
Till
out
next time,
he's
don't
like
listen to
in
Crazy As You
a
and
suburb
play
not
for
too
your
far
grandkids.
away,
The most
and he
important thing
nearly
you play
lost
for
his
your
mind that
grandkids.
he was paired with
It's
not
the most
only a
important
gamer
thing you
girl,
play for your
but
grandkids.
also with somebody who was local to him. So I thought it was adorable.
There you have it, Grabbits and Sullivan King. Thank you so much for taking over the show today.
Now you
If
might
you wanna
notice that I
re-listen, just
am
head over to
going one
monstercat.com
direction
and search
when I'm
Call the
pressing
Wild
my
episode
seams in like this.
254.
So
And
when
make sure to
I'm
let the boys know
doing
on
the
socials
dress,
that
I'm
you
going to
enjoyed
try to do it
Their
the
single
opposite
Crazy
way
As You is out now, so make sure to give that some support.
so
Lastly,
that
don't forget to get
when these
your mix
seams
contest
meet,
votes
it's not
in
going to
at
be
monstercat.com/mix
bulky. They're going to be
contest
opposite to each other
2019. And
and
make
kind
sure
of
to catch
nesting.
next week's episode for our first
And
challenge.
maybe
All
it'll
right,
be better
that
when
is
you
all
see
for
it
us.
happening.
You know the drill. Until next week, later days.
So ideally I probably should have done it the other way for the lining so that the seam, when
most
it's
important thing you
pressed
play for your
inside this
grandparents.
way for the shell is going the way that it's right here. And that should be fine though. This is a super casual dress that I just wanted to make randomly one day. I'm like, I'm gonna cut this out and do it. It's one of those things you have the fabric sitting around for, and after so many years, you're like, I'm finally gonna do something with that. And then you do, and that's what this dress is.
Submissions to our annual mix contest have officially closed.
Alright, so I have
Now it's time for
black.
yourself and our lead judges to
This
review
is
all your mixes.
put in.
Make sure to tune
I
in
could probably
next week.
just
We will
attach
kick off our opening ceremonies
the black.
and announce which of you home DJs will be competing for an opening
See,
spot
I can
at
complete
Monster Cat
this
Compound
part.
this
So
year,
this is
along
gonna
with some
go
brand new gear by
like
Pioneer
so.
DJ.
We're leaving the
Also,
we're
this
gonna
year, we're gonna
add
the
the
contest
skirt
a little
at the
differently.
end.
First, you can listen
So
to
once
each
this is
episode
all put
as they
into
air
the
on
top
any of your
layer,
favorite
the skirts
podcast
get
apps
attached
like
at the
Spotify
end.
Podcasts,
So we're
Apple
just going to be
Podcasts,
working
and
on the
Google
bodice
Podcasts,
parts.
just to name a few. Just search
to
the Mix
start.
Contest by Monster Cat and give that thing a follow. Then, if you want to
My
watch it
seam
live,
lines
which of
here.
course you do, join us each week, 1 hour before Call the Wild at live.monstercat.com. Or,
That's
this is
okay.
new this year, inside Beat
Good
Fever's
thing it's
mobile
just
app
the
for
lining.
iOS and
Of course,
Android.
that means
Just
that
head
I'll
over to the
probably
live
have to pay
section
attention
and
to
find
the
our
seam
Monster Cat
lines
stream.
there.
So yes,
Okay.
lots of exciting things this year, and we can't wait to get started. Now, let's get back to the music. Here is another submission from our community, and this one is
opening the
submitted by
seams?
Sick Lizard. Enjoy, and let us know what you think. Let's do it.
What about opening the seams? Oh, Cal. You're always on my chair. Oh, so the main fabric faces each other? The seams don't have to be open. What I mean is, let's see, I don't think I have the fronts constructed. So when I press this, I'm going to be pressing it the opposite way. So that the idea being, let's see if we can get a good close-up of this. So, I have my back. I haven't pressed this yet, but I will be pressing it going this way. When this is laid on top of it, this will be on this side. So it's going to be lined, right? So this is pressed going down. This is pressed going up. So that when they meet, it's not going to be bulky. They'll be opposite of each other. See that? Otherwise, you're going to have like just a big bump of excess fabric on the seam. So we do opposite with the lining and the shell so that it nests on the inside. See that? So that's why we do that.
That was a mashup submitted by Sick Lizard. Next, let's drop an exclusive preview, and finally, it's by the Fat.
Now, I was putting this
teaming up
together.
with Slade It and Julie. Here is Stronger. Enjoy.
So you want to know the reason why we put our needle down before we start sewing? Because what if we have to move it? What if we have to adjust? You set your piece ready to go, and then your needle is down, so if you have to adjust it, you already have the set point anchored down, so you don't have to mess with it anymore. So I have it down here. I realize that I need to adjust this a little bit. It is just the lining, so I'm not too worried. I'm going to pucker it at the seam line here so that it fits in this shoulder. Put it down and get started. Best way of doing it. Maybe it isn't good to open. Oh, to open, to butterfly. You mean to butterfly the seam. I see. You can do that too. Certainly, I think that is definitely a possibility to do. That came out okay. This needs to be pressed. It's either or. It's up to you. It's your preference. Just so long as the bulk isn't like going in one direction. had fun with your friend. I'm sure they enjoyed your company too. Well, you didn't miss much because I had like the audio problems thing going again, which was super annoying. But I think it's working now. Yeah, the dress is coming out pretty nicely. Oh. Alright, we're back. Hello! Hi, Melon! So this is where we're going to stop for the lining of the bodice. We need to attach the yoke, which I've added a placket to here. And we're going to attach that to this curve. Let's see. Oh, that's right. And I realized I don't have notches. Ah. We have a center front. Oh, I do have notches on this. Need the notch here. Let's make sure that this is also notched. In the center, notches are important. Just gonna do like a little beep like that. And I'll mark the center of this curve. So, what do I do? Well, see if we can find the original yoke pattern. This guy. Yep. Alright. Let me fix this. Okay. Oh, I see. I put in a pretty wide seam allowance on this thing. I think I did a full centimeter. Yeah. 3/8. Well, that explains a lot. Okay, so let's make sure we have this centered.
Here is Shock 1 featuring the Bloody Beetroots with Run. Let's do it.
Make sure this is stamped right down here. So, there. Close enough. Right. I did this yesterday with no pins. If you just fold it and you match your notches, it should be fine. Hey Cal, I need this chair. I know. I know! You're so cute! You are so cute! Yes, you want the belly rubs. Yes, you want the belly rubs. I'm afraid I have to kick you off. It's my chair. My chair. Sorry. Don't make me do this. I love you. Ah, come on. Come on, down. Come on, down, down, down. Down, 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 down. Okay. Ugh. Yes. she doing? She's not using pins. No. Let's see. Is that about what we need? Alright, so I did the stay stitching all the way around pretty universally. So I know that all I have to do is follow one of the edges here with the stay stitching, and I should be right on target. So we are going to attach the yoke now. Just making sure that I've got my notches lining up. And after I pass by each notch, I'm going to adjust and hold the next one. There we go. There's one notch. Okay, then we go to the next notch. Make sure this is held together. Okay, that's the next notch. Hi, Omni! I know, doing things without pins can be intimidating, but it also can be done. You will notice that these curves stretch, so all you have to do is make sure that it stretches to fit inside the curve. Right here.
Yep, that was
Mirror
brand new
lighting
music by
stuff.
Rogue with
I got
Let's
this
Talk,
down.
heard right here on COTW Radio.
Takes
Next,
a
let's
little
get
bit
into an
of
oldie from
practice
Stephen
and
Watkins.
pressure
Here
and
is
all kinds of things, but once you get it down, it's so much faster. And factories don't use pins, so it's just how it's done. This. Okay, we're stopping and we're correcting for the next notch. Also, the needle's down. Guess what? I can adjust and I'm still at the same place that I left off. Always make sure your needle is down. We're lining up our last notch. Oh, I like this song. Yeah, Monster Cat. just takes practice. There. No pins. Yes, sometimes no pins is just convenient. Let's see. So this is gonna have to be pressed, and I want the seam to face downward, which means that I'm pressing it up on the inside, so that it looks like the yolk is floating on the top, kind of like this. And then we're gonna place our lace all around here. Okay, what else are we doing? We're doing the backs, the sleeves, and now we have to do more curves. Woohoo! Do we need to make sure we have our notches in here? Yes, that's a notch. That's a notch. Do we have our notches in here? Yes, 1 and 2. Great. Now, I did cheat a little bit last night, and I used pins. But I was trying to practice not using pins. Ooh. There we go. Okay, lining up our notch here. Just keeping a lot of pressure on where the notches are meeting. Alright, let's get you down here. Sort of see what I'm doing. Ooh. Here's my next notch. I'm just going to be able to meet them right here. This fabric is pretty forgiving, so I have my needle down so I can maneuver things as I need. Keep going. Yep, my notches are still meeting. Alright, I'm at the next notch, and then all I have to do is line this up to the end. It should, theoretically, meet pretty perfectly, and it's just a matter of getting it to, let's see, what can I do here? This up, just underneath. Making sure my layers are not bubbling underneath. myself. Oh my god. Oh, let's see, mint. I want so much to do some Lolita sewing, but have to do the prototypes for my thesis first and couldn't do them today. How many do you put per curve to ensure that everything meets? Notches, I mean. Not sure if I wrote that right. Yeah, hang on, I'm gonna start winding this bobbin. Gosh darn it. I put in 2 to 3 notches, mostly on the most curvy areas. And a lot of the time it is indicated on the pattern itself where the notches go, but when I do the pattern, I try to mimic that, and I'll put it like on the highest point of the curve, for instance. Oh my god, don't you hate it when this happens? Why do I do this to myself? I don't know. Are you done yet? Okay, you're done. Let's try this again. I was almost done. It's coming out just fine. The thread everything. All right, back down. Let's see. Look at how close I was. That's ridiculous. Oh my god. Well, at least the notch is still lining up. So that's good. Okay. Lucky that it usually happens right when I finish a sewing a part. I know, sometimes I luck out, and it works out in my favor. And that doesn't look too bad. Check that out. Look at that. Look at how awesome that fits in. And I did not use any pins. Fits nicely. It's like little fluffs here and there, but now it's time to do the other side. And then we're almost done with the bodice. Oh my god. Alright, we have our notches. I think we have our notches. Yeah, there's 1 and 2. And here is 1 and here is 2. So that's how we're going to do this. And I try to start from the same place when I do the side panels. So if you're going to start, either make a decision to start both of them from the bottom or from the top. Usually it's easier from the bottom. Which means that sometimes the side panel is going to be on the top, and sometimes the center panel is going to be on the top. This time, it's the center panel. But the idea is the same. We're going to be matching our notches, and everything should line up perfectly when you do that. So I'm just going to make sure that my notch here is lined up with the bottom piece, and the bottom hem is lined up too. So here, we're going to start it down, and now I can adjust. one notch. We have the needle down. Mine automatically goes down, so it's pretty easy for me. If you don't have a machine that automatically puts your needle down when you stop sewing, just try to remember to do that and save yourself the headache. Alright. So this curve is going to stretch when I pull on it and try to match it to the concave curve underneath it. Let's adjust this guy so that we have So that's how I'm kind of fitting it in between this section with where the notches meet. So I'm holding onto that notch. I'm adjusting this fabric as needed so that it's not here. Let's try to get it.
Next up is our Instinct Spotlight of the Week, and guess who's back? We got a brand new record from Grabbits, teaming up with Sullivan King. Here is their single, Crazy As You. Enjoy, and of course, let them know you're digging it at #COTW Radio.
I'm a mystery, why don't you solve me? Take a listen to the ground while I'm crawling. Pen and paper to write down my clues. Say, in my head I can have all my reasons, but it comes out like I'm always leaving. Close the case now, you have all your proof. It's all I can do. It's all I can do.
Just taking it in little pieces.
You keep on trying, 'cause maybe I'm crazy. You keep on trying, 'cause maybe I'm crazy as you.
Yeah. It's looking pretty good. It just needs to be pressed, but the hems are matching. These edges are matching. No puckering, bubbling, anything like that. So it looks like we got the beginnings of our dress here. Isn't that exciting? All right. We're on our way. Oh yeah, Kel? Okay. So, what do we got? Yeah, it looks pretty cute. I like it. Needs to be pressed now. And what I should do is, before I attach it, let's see how it matches up with the, let's see, these are the sleeves. See how it matches up with this back piece. We almost got it. That's not bad. On this side. Yeah, at least it's even. So that's fine. A little bit of overlap is not a bad thing. So
And that's it. This brings us
I'm going to take a moment here and I'm going
to join us each
press
week
this.
right here for more new music and, of course, amazing artists.
And I also
a
have
reminder,
this,
next week our mix contest
which I need to
starts.
press as
so
well.
if you want to catch us live, make sure to come to
Lining, and then my
live.monstercat.com or
trims,
inside of
and then
Beat
also
Fever
this is
June
going to have
26th
pockets,
at
which I'm super
12
excited
p.m.
about.
PDT. That's 1 hour before Call the Wild. Then follow the
All
podcast
the pattern
just by searching
pieces.
Mix Contest
I think these
by
are my
Monster
new
Cat.
pockets.
All right. right, that's it for us today.
Are these
Enjoy
my
your
new
week.
pockets?
And of course, until next time, later days.
Oh my goodness, I think I feel lunchtime coming on. We're gonna have to have an intermission. Let's do this. Let's put this over here. Yeah, I think I need to make something to eat, so I'm gonna press this open. And then afterward, we can come back to this and hopefully finish this thing. Or at least finish more of it. I don't know how. I keep promising, or making promises that I can't keep. So we need to press this open to the top. Wake up, Iron! Does anybody feel satisfied about ironing when they do it? My sister makes fun of me for liking to iron. I enjoy seeing the transition of wrinkly to non-wrinkly things. There's something ultimately very satisfying about it. So I enjoy it. Sometimes it could be kind of a labor. But for the most part, I don't mind it. Let's do this. There we go. That's better. I knew I missed one. Oh. It's gonna be time to change this paper on my table soon.
We out here.
Hey, this is Pizzo, and you're listening to Call of the Wild.
So another thing too is if I had a line of ruffles around here or lace or something that decorates the outside of this yoke, then you would also want to have the seams pressed upward so that on the outside they're facing down, which is the way that the ruffle would be going, or the lace.
Everyone, what's going on?
Whatever it
Welcome
is that
to
you
that
decide to
special
have on
time of
there.
the week again.
Oh
It
man,
is
that
time
looks
for
so
Musk's Call
cute.
Radio show. We are going to get right into some new music, first by hearing Dumu and Danique in the Dough with Wash Away. Then you can expect to hear some Tony Romera, Affixa, Abstract, Pixel
Did we
Terror,
get it?
and of course, some unreleased music. All this coming up within the hour, so get ready and
Looks
let's
so
get started
cute.
right here on COTW Radio.
Right, guys? Look at that. cute, like after the buttons that we have, like 3 buttons down here, and then we'll have that lace going all around here, and like maybe a cute little purple bow, just decorative right here, something, I don't know. Or it is going to have a Peter Pan collar, so it would be cute if when I wear it, I have like a purple bow tie that I can wear. I have like a ton of satin ribbon, double-faced satin ribbon that I got, because I buy things in bulk. It's just how I roll. This is looking good, guys. I love it. Alright. So, I'm going to be back. I'm going to stop the stream and then restart the stream when I'm done eating. Does that sound good? This time we're not going to have any audio hiccups, so be sure to come back after, I think I'm going to give myself like 45 minutes. That's like a good lunch hour, lunch break kind of time, right? So in 45 minutes I will return. It'll be 3 o'clock, and then we will finish up what we can on this dress, see how far we get. So thank you so much for joining me for now. Come back in 45 minutes and I will continue. So I'll see you soon.